Om Agganatimirandhasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Jena Tasmoisi Grube Namaha. Hey Krishna Purna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanto Namasute. Hare Krishna. First of all, I want to express my thanks and gratitude to all of my YouTube subscriber and non-subscriber who has supported my first and second video of this series. And thank you so much again. Today I will be preparing the third video of the series, that is the quality of a person to become very dear to God. Okay, so very dear to Lord Krishna. Okay, so I have already discussed slok number 13, 14 and 15 of chapter 12. So today I will be discussing about slok number 16, where Sri Krishna himself explaining further the qualities of a person to become very dear to him. Okay, so here Sri Krishna is mentioning that anapekṣhaḥ śhuchir udāsīno gata-vyathaḥ sarvārambha-parityāgī jo mad-bhaktaḥ so priyaḥ. So let's understand this sloka by disintegrating it into part by part. Okay, so the first word is anapekṣhaḥ. So now what is the meaning of the word anapekṣhaḥ? Anapekṣhaḥ means remaining neutral, or you can say unbiased toward all the situation. Okay, so nowadays it is very difficult to remain unbiased. Okay, because we are human beings, so most of the people having the tendency to remain biased towards his own people, like blood relation people, or you can say his near and dear ones. Okay, so here Sri Krishna is saying he don't like that type of people, means who are biased. Okay, you know, nowadays we can see that prime minister of a country, they are trying to push their next generation to become the chief minister or prime minister again. They might not have the qualification or qualities to become a good leader or to become the chief minister or prime minister of that country or that state, but you know, they are trying hard because they are biased towards their own child. Similarly, it can happen in the corporate world also, means the person who is in a superior position or in a higher position, he may bias toward his own people. Okay, similar in the government organization also. So that type of things can happen, but Sri Krishna is saying that he doesn't like that type of people, means he like the people who is neutral or unbiased. So that type of person Sri Krishna like the most. Okay, and the second point is anapekṣhaḥ śhuchir dakṣha. The second word is śhuchir dakṣha. Okay, now you know śhuchir dakṣha has two parts. That is, number one is śhuchir, that means pure or clean. So the thing is, we have to be clean from both from our internal side and from the external side also. Now external means if you are worshipping your deity at your home temple, then your home temple or deity, where you are placing your deity, that area and the room and clothes and everything should be very clean. So that is external cleanliness. Okay, now what about internal cleanliness? That is about your mind and your thoughts. Okay, so our thoughts and our mind, that has to be purified also, because pure thoughts and pure mind can produce a better result or pure result, you could say. So how we can purify our mind and our thoughts? That can be done by chanting of the holy name, that is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If we chant more and more and more, then our mind and our thoughts will be purified. Okay, so regarding this Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has mentioned a beautiful line in that is the first line of the Shiksastakam, where Mahaprabhu is saying Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. What is the first word? Cheto Darpan Marjanam. Means Cheto Darpan means our consciousness or our chetana, our consciousness, that will be purified by the chanting of the holy name. Okay, so you know, the ISKCON movement is based upon the concept of chanting of the holy name. You know, that is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what Mahaprabhu is saying? He is saying that by chanting of this holy name, that is the Yuga Dharma, our consciousness can be purified. And you know, Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. Now here the repeated cycle of birth, then old age, then disease, then death, this repeated cycle of these four things is compared with the davanal, that is the eternal fire. Now Mahaprabhu himself, who is the incarnation of Radha and Krishna combined, is mentioning that by the chanting of this holy name we can break this cycle, and we can extinguish the eternal fire of repeated cycle of birth, disease, old age and death. Okay, so that's the power of the chanting of the holy name. And by chanting of the holy name we can purify our mind and our consciousness and our thought. Okay, so that is regarding shuchi, means cleanliness or purity. And the next portion of this word, anapekṣhaḥ śhuchir daksha means daksha means expert. Now the thing is, we have to be expert in devotional service, as well as we have to be expert in our material endeavors. You can say in our day-to-day life also we have to be expert in that also, because that is also necessary. So both material and spiritual success is required. Okay, so expert. Now how we can be expert in spiritual endeavors, or you can say that loving service towards gods, or that is called bhakti yoga, or devotional service towards the God. How we can be expert in that? For that we have to follow the instruction from a bona fide spiritual master. Along with that we have to follow the instruction from spiritual scriptures, that is Srimad Bhagavad or Srimad Bhagavad Gita, or Upanishad. There are a lot of spiritual scriptures are there. So we have to follow the instruction mentioned in these spiritual scriptures. Okay, so then only we can purify our mind, and you can say and we can be expert in devotional service towards Lord. Okay, and how we can be expert in the material endeavors? That is, lot of organization is there, a lot of institution are there where you can be expert in your material endeavors also. So śhuchir daksha. Then udāsīno. What is the meaning of the word udāsīno? Udāsīno means remain indifferent, or remain equipoised during happiness and distress. So how that is possible, that I have described in video number 1 and 2. Okay, so if you are interested to know that, you can go check that video also. So udāsīno, and the last word of the first line is gata-vyathaḥ. Again, gata-vyathaḥ means is freed from pleasures and pain and pleasures pertaining to this material body. Okay, again, how you can be free from this pain and pleasure of this material body? For that also we need to understand that our true nature is that we are not this body alone. Our true nature, or our eternal nature, is that we are the soul, and we are the eternal servant of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So that we have to understand, and once we understand or believe that firmly, then the pleasures or pain pertaining to our material body, we can remain indifferent, non-disturbed during this distressful situation or during pain in our life. Okay, so that is also very necessary. So Sri Krishna is saying that this type of quality has to have with a person to become very dear to Krishna. Okay, now the second line is saying sarvārambha-parityāgī. Sarvarambha means from all endeavors. Sarvārambha-parityāgī means the renouncer, means the person who is renouncer, or who is disengaged from all endeavors, all material endeavors, or better to say all self-centered material endeavors. All of us are trying to get something. That is nothing wrong with that, but the thing is that should not be self-centered. We are ignoring the society, we are whatever may happen to the society, or whatever may happen with the neighbors or people around us. We don't care, we only care about our benefit. That is not accepted, or that is not suggested also. So that type of material endeavors, who is freed from that type of material endeavors, that person is very dear to Krishna. Then what type of endeavors we should have? We should have our endeavors or goals in our life, due to which we can advance in Krishna consciousness or God consciousness day by day. So that type of endeavors is acceptable. Okay, or the endeavors or goals or action by which the whole society can be benefited, that type of goals or that type of endeavors is accepted and appreciated. Okay, so sarvārambha-parityāgī yo mad-bhaktah so me priyah. That means the person or the devotee who is having all these qualities, that person is very dear to Krishna. Okay, again I am saying that these type of qualities is very difficult to incorporate in our life. It looks very simple. Yes, really it is very simple, but it is difficult to incorporate because we are conditioned soul, and we have lot of faults, we have egos, we have faults, so that is the reason why it is very difficult to achieve all this quality. But the secret is, if you are engaged in the devotional service toward the Lord, then automatically this type of qualities will develop within you. Okay, so let's engage in the devotional service towards God, that is bhakti yoga, and along with that we have to we have to think about the karma yoga, we have to be and then jnana yoga. All this combined, if we understand all these things combined, then we can achieve this type of qualities. So for that we need to read Srimad Bhagavad Gita regularly. Okay, so let's all of us try to understand the message of the Lord mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and let's try to incorporate that beautiful qualities in our day-to-day life, or in our and spread that positivity, or spread that God consciousness, or spread that message of the Supreme Lord in our society, to with our friends and family members, with our society members. Let's create a positive environment. Okay, if we incorporate all these qualities, then we'll be very much dear to Krishna. Okay, so let's try it all together. Okay, so thank you again, and the people who has not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel, such that we can connect to more people, and we can spread the message of the Supreme Lord to more people. So please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, then please like, then share, then comment, and don't forget to press the bell button, such that whenever I am making some new video regarding God consciousness or Krishna consciousness, or positive video, and that notification you get at the earliest. Okay, so thank you so much.